There's no one-size-fits-all budget for Google Ads, but I'll give you one anyways. If you're brand new, start with $150 a month, not to make a profit, but to learn what works. Most people approach Google Ads totally wrong. They're thinking they're buying customers, but in the beginning, they're really buying data. This is the part of the Smarter Google Ads 2025 series, and today I'm going to show you how to build a budget that actually teaches you what's broken, what's working, and what to do next. So, start with what you really want. Let's begin with the question most people skip. What are you actually hoping to get out of Google Ads in the next 30 days? If your answer is, I want 10 sales, that's great. We can reverse engineer that. If your answer is, I just want to see if my product sells, even better. That means we're optimizing for learning, not just results. Because Google Ads isn't just about performance, it's a discovery engine. And what you're discovering is, do people click my ad? Do they stay on my page? And do they convert? If you're not getting traffic, you're just guessing. Google Ads gives you data to stop guessing, even with a small budget. So, the 3-point budget framework. Now, here's how to figure out a smart starting budget using 3 simple points. Number 1, know your niche and cost per click. First, understand what clicks cost in your industry. That's your foundation. Google's Keyword Planner is free and knows exactly what advertisers are paying per click in your niche. If you're running ads for a competitive product or service, expect to pay more per click in some cities. But if you're promoting something in a more niche in a smaller city, you might be surprised. Clicks can go for under $2. So why does this even matter? Because your budget controls how many chances you get to test your offer. At $5 per click and $150 per month, that's about 30 clicks. So you better make those clicks count. After that is number 2. So you need to set a clear goal. What results do you want? Do you want 5 sales, 10 phone calls, a few leads? Let's say your ideal cost per sale is $30 and you want 10 sales. You'll need a $300 budget. So that's the math. And if you're brand new and don't know your numbers yet, don't stress. Your goal should be first getting 50 to 100 clicks so you can measure what's happening on your site. And number 3, only spend what you can afford to learn from. This one is important. Don't spend every last dollar on ads. Your mindset should be, what am I willing to spend to learn something useful? Because you're not just paying for visitors, you're paying to figure out if your website is converting, if your offer is clear, and if your audience actually wants what you're selling. Learning that fast is worth more than a few random clicks or false hope. And part 3, the $150 learning plan and how to actually spend smart. So let's say you're starting with $150 this month. Here's how to make every dollar count. Step 1 is to get narrow. Pick one product or service, target one location, and use broad match keywords. Yes, I know that sounds very counterintuitive, but here's the deal. Broad match often gets you cheaper clicks, especially when paired with smart bidding strategies like maximize conversions. And if your targeting is tight, like a specific service in one city, broad match gives Google the room to find cheaper traffic that still converts. Just make sure you regularly check your search terms to report any junk queries. This way, you keep costs low while letting your algorithm work for you. And send all the traffic to one landing page, because testing too many variables at once spreads your budget too thin. You won't know what's working and what's not. After that is step 2. So you need to prioritize learning over earning at this stage. Your goal at this point isn't to make a 10x return right away. Your goal is to learn as fast as you can. If you can track these questions every day, one is, are people clicking? Are they staying for more than 10 seconds on the page? Are they reaching the checkout page or the contact form? And even if you don't get conversions, you're learning where the friction is, and that is real progress. And after that is step 3, review and adjust weekly. So set your campaign and then check in weekly. Look at which keywords triggered your ads, what device users are on, and where they dropped off. If you use that info to tweak your targeting, pause bad keywords, or fix your landing page, this is the cycle that you'll want to follow. You're going to launch, you're going to watch, and then you're going to learn and adjust. So let's quickly go over the mistakes I see every week when auditing e-com ad accounts. So let's say after a month, you've got a few conversions and you're seeing real interest. So now what? That's when you scale. But don't just double your budget overnight. Google needs consistent signals. A good rule of thumb is to increase your daily budget by 20 to 30% every week once you're seeing conversions. Also, be patient. Google Ads has a learning phase. It doesn't fully optimize until it sees over 50 conversions per campaign. That's why scaling only makes sense after the system knows exactly what works. When it does, you'll be surprised how fast things improve. So, what's the ideal budget for Google Ads? It is the amount you're willing to spend to learn, to test, and to build a foundation. Whether that's $5 a day or $50 a day, what matters is how focused your targeting is and how clearly you define the success. So go ahead and leave a comment with your monthly budget, and I'll reply what I'd prioritize if I were you. And if you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button, because this is just one part of the Smarter Google Ads 2025 series, where we cut through the hype and teach you how to build real results from the ground up.